All right, so we've got our second video here for the topic of deviant crime and social control. And actually, I'm not really going to lecture on theories of crime. Again, the textbook Little does a really good job at defining the different theories that he goes through. And I don't think and actually I meant to say it in the first video. This is one of the hardest topics for me to organize for this course because I actually teach higher level courses on criminology and the criminal justice system. So to only spend a week on stuff that we would spend 3 months on is really hard for me. So I didn't want to risk giving you too much information and more information than you needed for this particular course. So I'm just going to let Little take you through the different theories on crime. And what these are just explanations for why deviance and crime happens. And crime really is just a form of deviance, as we sort of saw there with our definition of what deviance is. Crime is just deviant behavior that just has been defined in law as wrong, and it comes with really formal and serious punishments, big fines or jail time. And so these theories, and they're listed here on the screen, are some of the dominant explanations for why crime happens. So I would actually, recommend as you're doing this or when you get into this part of the reading, for each of these theories, and I didn't count them, but there's the functionalist definition or theory, social disorganization, control theory, strain theory, critical theory, although all of these are kind of critical theories. But for all of these different theories here, see if you can write some quick notes, and it doesn't have to be really extensive, but look in the description of those for how each of those theories would finish two sentences. So according to the theory, crime happens because. So labeling theory, for instance, would say crime happens because, and the information for that to answer that is in the reading. So for instance, let's see, I can do quickly differential association theory. Differential association theory says that crime happens because people learn from other people not only how to commit crime, but they learn the attitudes and the rationalization for committing crime, and they learn that from other people. So that's one way to try and separate out how each of these different theories and the three different perspectives approach crime. In doing that, you can complete that sentence, crime happens because. You can complete the sentence, a person commits crime because. So for instance, and some of them you can only do one of these, it just given the explanation Little has. Others you can do both. For example, the Merton strain theory says that crime happens because it's a society that emphasizes financial success and wealth, but the society doesn't have equal access to becoming wealthy for all people in that society because there's some sort of structural inequality. But Merton strain theory also says that a person, we can use that theory to also say a person commits crime because they want to achieve they want to be wealthy. It's a cultural goal to be wealthy, and a person will commit crime because they really want to be wealthy, but they don't have a good job. They don't have a job that pays a lot, so then they commit crime as a way to try and become wealthy. So they might, for example, start to deal drugs and sell drugs to make a lot of money and become what is it, a baller or whatever. So, so this, some of the theories, they look at crime and at that macro social level, the society level, which would be kind of crime happens because, and others definitely are micro level, or sorry, are interpretive sociology, symbolic interactionist theories are much more micro. So they're really good theories that looks just at the individual and explains that. Okay, so with that, and that's the theories, and we'll look at the journal questions for this topic here. So again, and this one, you have you have the first question, which is going back to that current issue or event you picked earlier in the course. And so for this video here, or this section of this topic, does the issue or event involve a crime or deviant behavior? You can use all of those theories, where most of them are usually mostly used to describe criminal behavior. You can similarly use them to explain deviant behavior as well. So can you use one of the theories of explaining criminal or deviant behavior that relate to the issue or the event that you did? The other question here is going to involve a couple of different parts of the chapter here. And I'm going to have you pick and in the next video, I'll give you some ways to do this and start this. You're going to pick a famous, this is worded really weirdly. It's supposed to pick a famous person who's committed a crime. And so a famous person or famous criminal. And I want you to tell me what crime they committed, and I'll show you where to find information on that. And then I want you to use one of those theories that little covers, so one of these theories, and see if you can apply it to that crime. Can you see evidence of any of the theories in that crime? And yeah, so that is all for the theories. So I think there's just one more video that we'll look at, the rest of the chapter information.